What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GYMLESS Coaches Rundown. This is for Monday, the 13th of April, 2020. We are into our 4th week in quarantine and of the GYMLESS program. So today we're gonna again progress our strict handstand push-up. We're gonna go into a 6 to 8 minute EMOM, athlete's choice. We're looking to hit small unbroken sets of your progressions that you've been using over the previous 3 weeks. Your B work will then go into another EMOM of some Bulgarian split squats and some pulling movements. Then we'll go into another EMOM of some hamstring work, some push-up work, and some shoulder health stuff. Again, you still have your optional accessory work, which is your pistol progressions. You should all, after this quarantine isolation period, be able to do skipping, pistols, handstand walking, all that lot, because you have the progressions in the extras portion at the bottom. Make sure you get after it if you have time and energy.
So the first variation is we're going to complete an A-frame handstand push-up with our feet and hands on the floor. So first and foremost, grab something soft on your floor so you're not cracking your head on the floor. From here, the A-frame handstand push-up, the A-frame refers to the finishing position on the floor. So Alex comes down to the bottom. You're going to notice he's setting up a tripod between his hands, his head, and his hands again. Okay, what we don't want to see is a head between the hands. So if Alex just repositions himself, this is not a strong position to press from. Similarly, it's not a stable position for the spine. So always looking to achieve the A-frame here. Then from here, he's just gonna press back up into his top position. Good, you can go ahead and bend your knees a little bit if you feel like your hamstrings are tight and you can't get into a good position. Similarly, you can go ahead and walk your feet backwards a little bit if that helps. Level 2 variation is with your knees on a sofa or a chair or a bench, with your towel still on the floor. We're looking for the exact same position, only now there's more load going through the body, more of a vertical position. So same thing, I was gonna come down, looking at that A-frame position, so it's a tripod between the hands and the head, pressing back into a vertical position. Try to think about driving your head back through towards the sofa. So level 3 now, we're taking our feet and place them on the seat or sofa or the bench. It's exactly the same position. Al from here is gonna go down. Again, looking for the A-frame position, and he's gonna press up, stacking the shoulders. And again, if you're finding like it's hard to straighten your legs or get into a good position here, you can always bend the knees slightly. So our next level now is a traditional back to wall strict handstand push-up in terms of hand width, anywhere between shoulder width or wider. From here, Alex is going to control down to the floor. Head's going to touch the floor, still maintain that A-frame position, and he's going to press back up again. Okay, so if you pause on the floor, that's going to be much more challenging. Otherwise, control down, touch, press back up. The last and most challenging variation of this is the wall-facing handstand push-up. So you're gonna start on the floor, you're gonna perform a wall walk up the wall, getting to a hollow position, rib cage down, butt squeeze. Again, looking for the A-frame position, tuck your chin down, move down towards the mat, and press back up again. One more. Rest.
So for your C work, we will be in an EMOM, and the first movement is a new one for you guys. Tammy right now has her feet on a piece of plastic. So it's just a piece of plastic. She's on a surface that's gonna slide about, so obviously rubber matting, no good for this. If you don't have a piece of plastic, alternatively, she has a towel next to her. A smaller tea towel would be ideal. She's gonna do some hamstring sliders. So we're gonna set up, put your feet on your sliding object, hips come up as high as you can, and you're gonna drag the heels up towards your bum, lengthen the legs out. Notice how as Tammy brings the heels up, the hips also come up. We don't wanna sag the hips down as the heels come up. There you go, that's not what we wanna do. Hips go up as high as possible. Alternatively, if you do not have a piece of plastic like Tammy had available for her, you can use a towel. Like we mentioned before, a smaller tea towel would be ideal rather than a big bath towel. Same thing, heels go down, elbows and hands on the floor is fine. Drag up, slide down under control. Drag up, slide down under control. If you don't have a towel, you don't have a piece of plastic, then you can use a piece of cardboard. But if you don't have a towel, then you need to go buy one. For our D work, we have another new movement for you guys. It is a seated pike pulse. Tammy is gonna have her legs straight to start. She's gonna move her hands forward. Yep, so we're looking for compression of your midline. Toes pointed, fingers down into the floor, and then go ahead and lift the legs up. We're looking for 20 to 30 pike pulses. The further you bring the hands forward, the harder it becomes. You can see Tammy's creating a lot of compression there. So she moves her hands back a little bit. Yep, it's a little bit easier. We only need your heels leaving a couple of inches off the floor. If straight legs is too hard, we can do it with bent knees. Slight bend in the knee just makes it a little bit easier. As always, guys, make sure you are still logging your results into WhatUp. We love seeing the results and we love being able to give feedback. Tag us on Instagram as well where you can, and have a great week.